everyone, I'm back. It's time to fill and frost the Yule log. So I have it here in the towel. I can feel it. It's completely cool. And I decided I'm going to do it right here on this pan so that you can kind of see a little bit better maybe. And what I'm going to do is gently unroll the cake and the towel. And ta-da! I don't know if you can see, there's a little dent there in that end of the cake. So that's good. That's what we want. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have some chocolate filling here. Ugh, I'm dirtying up too many dishes. But I'm just going to plop this on here. It's nice and thick. Something that you want to consider when you're picking a filling for your Yule cake is you want something that's going to be lighter in color than the actual cake that we made. It will just add to the effect of it looking like a log. So what I do is I just put all the filling on there first. And then just kind of spread it out. And you want to make sure you get into that little dent that was made by the rolling that we did. Make sure you get in there. And make sure you get it there. Spread it all over. You want an even layer. Not layer. So an even layer. Be gentle with it, okay? You don't want to tear up your cake here. Okay. And then towards this very edge that we started unrolling it from, I like to leave a little bit of an edge there that it isn't filled, just so it doesn't all gush out the edge when we roll it. So I'm just going to make sure this is nice and even here. Okay. Now, it's my house, I'm allowed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to re-roll it. Do not roll the towel up in it this time. Okay, I'm just going to use it to kind of help me along a little bit first. Just want to roll it, be gentle. If it sticks to the towel, just coax it along. It will be okay. Okay, now I'm going to pick it up and move it right there so you can see it, everybody can see. Rinse my hands. Okay, now here's the tray that I'm going to put it on. Silver tray I bought from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if it's food safe or not, so I'm going to put these doilies down just in case. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the foil that I had left over that I had used, and I'm going to use it. Yes, I'm going to Martha Stewart this log. And I'm just going to kind of put it here to protect the edges while I frost the Yule log. Just like that. I'm going to do this so I can kind of see where my plate is here. Where to position this thing. And you want to put the seam down. Seam down. Let it sort of fall into place. Okay. Now, you could frost it just like it is, and it would be a perfectly fine Yule log. It is in a log shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little side piece to make it look more like a branch or a little loglet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here. I'm going to cut at an angle here. And I'm just going to cut a little slice off of this end at an angle. I'm using a serrated knife that helps things go a little bit easier, and it would probably even be better if you put this in the fridge to set up a little first. Just like that. And what I'm going to do now So I'm going to find a place to stick this piece of Yule log. And I think I'm going to put it, well, darn it. I think I'm going to put it over here. Well, I've done this in the past. Let's put it here like this. And you really can kind of shape it and form it how you need to. And the frosting will help it be where it needs to be. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do that with the other end because I don't know what I was thinking. This thing is not big enough for me to do that. Okay. So now it's time to frost. I'm going to have my frosting here. And what I'm going to do with my frosting is I'm just going to take it and cover. Now this edge right here of that I added on, I'm not going to cover up the ends of the log. I just want to do it where there would naturally be bark on this log. And I'm just sort of putting it on and smoothing it out. And then I'll show you what we're going to do here in a minute. Just kind of smooth it out. The thicker your frosting is, the consistency of your frosting is, the better. Because the thicker the consistency of your frosting is, the better, because it will really hold up. I'm going to put mine in the fridge here to kind of set up so my frosting can be a little bit looser. So I'm just going to get it all over. And you could probably even leave it like it is. It kind of looks like a birch log if you don't frost it because of the powdered sugar that was on the towel. Okay. Now what we're going to do, now that we have our frosting on, we're going to texturize it. We're going to do that with a fork. So all you need to do is take a fork and think about which direction bark goes and just draw your fork across. And sometimes it's nice to kind of stop and break up the bark instead of just doing long lines like this. Sometimes it's nice to run them into each other a little bit. Makes it look a little bit more realistic. Okay. Now on this piece here, these pieces of bark would be going this way. So I'm going to go this way. Just like that. If I don't get my necklace in there. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this spatula here. I'm going to hold up my Yule log that I just frosted, and I'm going to pull away the foil, and hopefully it has protected my serving dish here. I can just kind of pull it away. Oh, beautiful. I'm a little Oprah there, sorry. Okay. So here we go. Here's my Yule log. Here's the little piece that I added on so it looks more like a branch. Now I'm going to put this in the fridge and hopefully it'll set up. Hopefully I can find a place for it in my fridge. And it'll kind of set up, the frosting will. So that's good. And if you wanted to, what you could do is you could get some of those little 4-inch candles and put them in as you would for a real Yule log. So this is a really fun solstice activity, and it's a really nice dessert to have for solstice. And I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope you try it. Blessed be.